This is the Tamobyke 1500W motorcycle-style electric bike, and it honestly surprised me when I first unboxed it. I wasn't fully sure what to expect, but seeing the frame up close, the fat tires, the retro meets modern design, I knew right away this was something a bit different from the average e-bike for getting around town or for just cruising open roads. Let me walk you through what it's actually like to use this bike, especially if you're either just getting into e-bikes or you want something with a bit more power for commuting, school, or even some off-road fun. The main thing that stands out is the way the Tamobyke looks and feels. Its motorcycle-inspired design really makes people take notice. I found myself getting a lot of glances riding this around, and a few people even stopped to ask about it. It has a solid carbon steel frame that looks and feels sturdy, with good build quality and careful details like accessory pockets and a large LCD display. The display is bright and easy to understand, which I think is a huge plus, especially for new riders. It tells you your speed, battery life, the power you're using, and has a bunch of other indicator icons that are pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about the ride. This thing is powered by a 1500W peak brushless motor, and you can really feel the difference when you hit the throttle. From my experience, the acceleration is quick, and it doesn't struggle up hills the way some smaller bikes do. I put it through some hill climbs around my neighborhood. Definitely nothing too serious, but it handled all of them without a problem, even with me carrying a backpack and some groceries. It has a top speed that can get up to 30 miles per hour, which to me is pretty wild for an e-bike. One thing I want to highlight here is the battery. The Tamobyke comes with a 48-volt 15.6 Ah battery. It's removable, which means charging is a lot more convenient. If you don't have a power outlet in your garage, you can just pop the battery off and bring it inside. From what I've tested, pure electric mode gave me roughly 30 to 34 miles before I needed a charge. If you use the pedal assist, you can really stretch that distance, and the company says it's possible to get over 60 miles with moderate pedaling. That lines up with what I've noticed, but I admit I'm a lazy pedaler, so I stick to throttle mode most of the time. Charging the battery takes around 5 to 6 hours, so I usually just plug it in overnight. A lot of folks are probably interested in comfort, especially since you'll be spending more time riding if you use it for work or school. The bike comes with full dual suspension and these massive 20-inch fat tires. For me, that setup feels good. It soaks up bumps, potholes, and even handles gravel or dirt when I cut through shortcuts or local trails. The seat is billed as a two-seater, and while I did try giving a friend a lift, I'd say it's comfortable enough for two adults for short trips. Longer trips, though, I wish the seat was a bit softer. If you're picky about seat comfort, you might want to consider an upgrade or adding extra padding. Switching gears is easy. There's a Shimano 7-speed gear set and both manual and automatic options, depending on how you want to ride. Sometimes I set it and forget it, and other times I'll mess with the gears if I want to pedal more, especially going uphill. Key features that I personally love about this bike: the super bright headlight. It's huge and helps a lot if you ride after dark. There are also taillights, a horn, and steering lights, which work like motorcycle turn signals, all controlled from the handlebars. For someone who rides early in the morning or late in the evening, this is a must. The brakes are disc style, so stopping power is fine for regular rides. That said, I did notice during some harder stops, it could get a bit shaky. Maybe it's just my bike, but it's something to be aware of if you're always riding fast or carrying lots of stuff. It also comes with some neat little extras. A storage pouch under the seat that holds the toolkit and charger. I stash my phone in there too, since there's a spot made for it, and it's handy if you want to pull up maps. Full instructions are included, and while it does require some assembly, if you follow the manual, it's straightforward. I had it ready to ride in just about an hour by taking my time. One of the things that surprised me is the weight. This bike isn't light. It comes in at close to 98 pounds because of the big frame, fat tires, and battery. It feels super stable, but I wouldn't want to carry it up a bunch of stairs or throw it in the back of a small car. Portability isn't its strong point, so if you need an e-bike that you're going to move a lot or store in small spaces, that's something to consider. From my experience, the Tamobyke shines most as a daily commuter, a fun ride for weekends, and something you can confidently take on mixed terrain, like dirt, snow, wet grass, or rocky trails. I borrowed it on a rainy day, and it handled puddles and mud without sliding around, which was pretty impressive. The fat tires really make a difference here. Warranty and customer service also matter to me when I buy something this big. Tamobyke gives a 30-day return and 1-year warranty, Plus support is pretty responsive. That's a nice touch, especially if you run into any issues early on. Some areas could be improved too, based on how I feel after a couple weeks. Like I said, the brakes can get a little shaky, and the seat could be more comfortable for longer rides. The front fork isn't the highest end I've seen on e-bikes, so if you plan on doing a lot of off-roading, it might be a weak spot. Nothing major, just points you'll notice if you're really pushing this bike. In my opinion, the Tamobyke 1500W motorcycle-style electric bike offers a lot for the price. It looks awesome, rides smooth, and the motor gives you the confidence to take it anywhere: hills, snow, bumpy trails, or city traffic. It's perfect for adults and even teens, as long as you're tall enough, since the seat is a bit high. The combination of speed, range, and rugged build makes this a solid choice if you want something reliable that stands out. I'd recommend this for anyone looking for an upgrade over basic e-bikes, especially if you want the flexibility to commute during the week and then do something more adventurous on the weekends. If you're brand new to e-bikes, this one might feel intimidating at first just because of the weight and power, but after a day or two, you get used to it fast. All the controls are straightforward and nothing gets in your way. In conclusion, this is a bike I really enjoyed using, and I think a lot of people looking for a versatile and fun e-bike would enjoy it too. If you have questions or there's anything else you want to know about the Tamobyke, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more honest reviews, and thank you for watching.